First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Farrell. Throw left side complete. That's Alvarez. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it appears where he whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action here on 1st down.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 15 carries, 119 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Farrell to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Farrell.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Grant, Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Off-play action. Whitfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side by Judy. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake. Whitfield. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
What's good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off-play action. Farrell.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Farrell.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. Another nice move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Off the play fake, Whitfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off-play action, Whitfield. This will be caught, Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Farrell.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Skirts by him at the 35. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Whitfield. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, Saints.
Jacob Harris.
His first touchdown here in the new campaign.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, Whitfield eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinary...
Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Let's go. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Farrell, he finds his man, complete. That's Alvarez.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So it's halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
He's got him in, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Off the play fake. Whitfield.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just...
Touchdown, Saints! Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Farrell, throw left side, complete. That's Alvarez. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. From the gun, Farrell trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Farrell. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Paris Campbell now on the return.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castro. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Rashad Bateman, 46 yards. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Campbell returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On second down, Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Whitfield escaping the pressure right. Finding Harris over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down. Whitfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Off the bootleg. Whitfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on second down. Farrell. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He finds his running back, Nixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Farrell. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Farrell.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Over the middle, complete. It's Alvarez.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Farrell. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Farrell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Farrell.
Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw again.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw again.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 2nd down, Farrell. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That one looks like he'll throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watch? And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all.
You good enough?
Oh, good thing, boy, I'm on food.